Hi, I'm Rosie.
Yay, I'm back on YouTube.
Welcome to my channel. We're looking to what's going on intuitively in the world, from the political to the personal.
You can book personal readings on my website, rosieinsights.com. Rosie and Karina News Digest. Rosie Insights started about 7 years ago as Rosie Psychic Investigator, looking at news related to the Trump administration. Over the years, I have followed the practice of doing research about what's going on in the news, making that a core feature of my content. As of November 7th, 2024, I have had Karina as my daily guest slash partner for the series after the election. We are committed to working as a pair on this series at least until this election situation is resolved. Karina lives in Arizona, loves crystals, and is a certified aromatherapist. She is working on her website for private client healing appointments. We'll share her info once it's ready. Karina started as Rosie's, meaning my client, about 5 years ago, and then we became friends and started sharing the conversations we were having privately already. This channel is about looking at current news and events through an intuitive lens and sharing intuitive information. This content is for entertainment purposes only. Trust your intuition. This channel is just one source. Do your research, trust your intuition. You are the master of your own beliefs. What we won't do: conform. We do not conform with what other channels say necessarily. This is an independent channel, as is theirs. If you have a question about what you heard on another channel, ask that channel. On to today's episode. If you like this video, subscribe and press like. Thank you for watching.
Everybody, welcome. Those are psychic investigator, hell, huh? Everybody, welcome. Those are psychic investigator. So, guys, it's so late. It's 1 a.m. actually, and I had a long day, and I started the day late. So I didn't have a chance to do the video until much later. I relaxed a little and then it was late. And there's a lot to talk about. Karina and I had like different schedules today slash yesterday because it's already the next day. I look like a drunk person, but I'm not. But anyway, so I just want to do like there's so much going on at the same time that I haven't even processed. And I wanted to do a kind of like a summary or just quick look at things, okay? And I wanted to say also that today, a few hours ago, I had a conversation with someone and she asked about her mother and what her mother's on the other side. And she was concerned, of course, about what's going on in the world and whether there's going to be an inauguration. And there was so we talked to the mother and I don't believe I don't see it according to what she also saw. That what was interesting about it is that I got this image of as if there's a like a huge screen covering what would be the inauguration, but it turns out this is what she showed me. Showed me there's this huge screen, and it's Trump being projected on the inauguration as if it's projected on a piece of mirror. So it's in other words, it's just projection, and that Kamala and Biden get a tiny hammer and put the hammer on the mirror, and it cracks the entire mirror, and the illusion is exposed. So I got that. And then we got this person else has a birthday this week, and we asked if she would be celebrating, like it's a Thursday, her birthday. And what I saw was interesting, right? That it would be encouraging her birthday, that she could be celebrating, but that there would be some sort of like, it's almost like there is a time where it's not that there's doubt, but it's as if the inauguration is delayed, but there's a period where it could even go to the Supreme Court to be decided something, even though I thought that it was not going to be a Supreme Court thing. Still, mid next week, that would be the 23rd, everything would be confirmed, but it would suggest that if something happens and it delays the uh, inauguration. But there, guys, it's so hard to. I feel like at this point there's so much going on that you can't really predict, right? In the sense that every day is completely new. So, but I wanted to share this because it was encouraging. And this person also asked if because she was thinking if Trump were to be inaugurated, she would have to move. She would find maybe try to move to a different country. But I didn't see that for her. I saw that she, in fact, experienced relief. So that was cool, right? Interesting. All right, so let me pause here and then go over some of the info in my house. Okay? Okay. So here I am. It's 1:08 a.m. Eastern Time on the 15th, technically, but this is a video for the 14th. So this came out late. It's so funny. So believe it or not, let me just show you that what happened. This is a true story that Elon Musk is said to have office space in the White House complex per MSNBC. So that is the story. All right. So so what I want to know here is this really going to happen? I mean, this is be a really good way to like, and I know people. So when before I started doing all the videos of Corona, I used to do a lot of videos where I would put makeup on, and people were like, "Rosie, this is so important what you're doing. Why are you putting on makeup? Can't you just put it before the video?" And you know what I realized that it's actually a soothing behavior. There was a name for it. It's like grooming self. I don't know. It's something that it just calms a little bit of anxiety that I can have sometimes. So anyway, so let's see. Will Elon Musk go into the protection? I'd like to ask for protection. A beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I feel my lungs as I breathe out a greater circle, greater circle. I step into it, I step into it. I feel protected, I feel connected. I would like to ask that information come only from the highest sources that I create the good on the good ends, so it is. Okay. So let's see. Does Elon Musk have does he have office space? Let's move. Okay, I don't think so, but I got it. I would take it with a grain of salt, but I got this. The day that he's supposed to move to the into the little office, supposed office, he's arrested. It said to me in my ear, how the day he's supposed to. So it doesn't happen. It's not that, just to clarify what I got here, is not that he's like as he's getting there ready to go in. No, is that there's a scheduled move-in date, and on that date, instead of going to the office, he may be picked up. Okay. All right. So so yeah, I just see that they could have even put like name tag, create a name tags for it, but it never happens. That's just my sense. And when I was talking to the person I was telling you guys about earlier today, we asked multiple times in different ways also, and I still didn't get him elaborate. Okay. And I saw again Biden making an announcement, but it's gonna be intense, guys, today. Today, technically today is Wednesday. It could be a big day. and also the upcoming days, right? And I said it's funny because yesterday I barely, like, technically did not do a video. I'm doing it now, but I think I'm gonna do a video with Karina. So okay, so no, so the answer is going back to the topic, which is Elon Musk's office. No. Now I also want to bring up something that came up today. That it was news about the SEC charging Elon Musk with um securities violations. But the thing, guys, I wanted to say, it happens a lot. It happens pretty often to Elon Musk. So I don't, and the SEC, usually it's not a criminal thing. It if it right, it's usually just a civil case. So, or it can be criminal, but I just want to say this: the SEC is not going to be the entity that's going to take him down, Elon Musk. Okay, it has to be something bigger than that because of the magnitude of what he has done. So let me just show you here because people also send me that. All right. So here it is, breaking. The Securities and Exchange Commission sues Elon Musk in federal court over alleged securities violation. So according to Report Target, the details of the lawsuit weren't immediately available. The SEC filed the suit in federal court in Washington, D.C. Interesting. Washington. Okay. Interesting. And not New York or California. So tell me about this. Market manipulation. I actually think it's broader than the Twitter case, but this is, as you guys know, it's not enough at this point to stop him, right? Because if Trump were to get into office, he would really, like, kill the SEC as we know it. Okay, so show me. He's, wow, ripping papers, and, like, who cares? I'm not gonna do it. He hasn't done. This is the thing that I also think this situation will teach us, that he's just like Trump. He's sued and nothing happens to him. So in some ways, it's a lesson, right? We have to change the country to curb these people because enough is enough, right? Okay. So is it a threat? No. I feel like he's going to ignore it and it's not going to change it, this particular thing. But I think he could, yes. So let me ask this: is Elon Musk going to go down because of the election related? Yes. And it's interesting. I see a scene of him. This is like there's an assistant, a woman, knocking on his door, like, Mr. Musk. Um, and it's like, and there's a lawsuit. But there's something like, so there's a lawsuit. There's a letter from the FBI, something, and it's like, whatever. It was just happened just yesterday. And then she's like, but you don't understand. And then I think then boom, 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 like, so in a way, the thing that will happen to him related to the election is unexpected. Okay. All right. So that's this part. Now let me pause and move to the next subject. Okay, so this is a tattoo on the arm of Pete Hegseth, the nominee for, is this Secretary of Defense or something like that? I don't even know. And so there's some, I didn't listen to this and it's not really that important in this scheme of things, but it's just interesting, right? In a way to see the creatures that they have picked. So tell me what about this Hegseth person. Where is he going to be? Let's say April 15, 2025. It's telling me he's in the house arrest, really? Hmm. I see that they're saying they have a recording of him discussing overthrowing the government. Wow, interesting, no? Interesting, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. All right. So that's because really, what else is there to do? Okay. All right. I mean, there. I don't want to look into it further. So, all right. So now let's go to some call my boyfriend. By the way, this is not important about Mark Rutte, but I remember looking a few days ago. I looked. I think it was like a look for a partner, and I've seen pictures of him with a man and a couple of. I think it's gay. Not that it matters, but it looked to me. You just look it up, and you'll see it just seemed like they were connected somehow. That was just it's none of my business, but not relevant. You know what, his role is very important. He's a great person for us. He's cute. He's cute. All right, but anyway, so now this look at what happened today, how important it is. Okay, so today announced the launch of NATO's new military activity, Baltic Sentry, under Supreme Allied Commander General Chris Cavoli. This activity is part of our ongoing effort to enhance maritime presence and monitoring key areas of our alliance. So we know that, of course, there was a lot of issues with the cable cutting and all those ships. So let's ask, why is Mark Rutte making this announcement today, and what does it mean? I see that he's giving, there's a sky. Wow, interesting message. I thought it was a message. So I got this image of him saying, look up to the sky. And looking at the sun, but also looking at God, right? If you believe it. And then it says, "It's the time, Rosie. Now it's the time. It's time for action." So interesting. Okay. All right. So let's pause a little and then move. Okay. So now this is interesting. So this is about the Jack Smith report that came out today. To be honest, I have not read it fully, but just going through summary. Okay. And some interesting parts here that I wanted to discuss. Now, so Jack Smith defends Merrick Garland, but Smith's report emphasizes the Justice Department was aggressively investigating leads related to Trump long before the special counsel's tenure began. Litigation tactics by Trump and his allies, Smith argued, were the key factors that slowed the process to a crawl. For example, newly purchased by Elon Musk delayed Smith's effort to access Trump's account data for weeks, despite a court order that ultimately resulted in the company being held in contempt and fined $350,000. It took Smith more than a year to obtain text messages between Rep. Scott Perry and Trump DOJ official Jeffrey Clark, and the department spent months fighting access communications with John Eastman, a lawyer who helped devise Trump's last-ditch efforts to remain in power. So, so, so I kind of feel like it's kind of crazy to me that now that we see that is so. My question is if will Elon Musk ever be charged with obstruction of justice, right? Because he's actively helping Trump with this thing. And what is going to happen? Yes, I see. I see this image of a Pandora box open and it hitting him in the face. Okay. All right. All right. So let's see. Are we here? All right. Trump, look at them, sorry, how amazing. Smith also drew attention to what may have been his biggest foil, the Supreme Court. He pointed out that the justices rebuffed his effort to put Trump's presidential immunity claims on a similar timetable to the one the court adopted 5 years earlier in litigation over Watergate and President Richard Nixon's tapes. Okay, and Smith argued that the Supreme Court's resolution of Trump's immunity assertion essentially guaranteed another round of litigation that would have been all but certain to return to the justices if Trump had not won the election and the prosecution had continued. So, okay. So tell me. Yes. Okay, so I do see that this will eventually, I see that the Supreme Court will eventually be investigated because it's so corrupt, this thing, right? Um, so okay, so let me also just stop share here because this is really a very short video. And tomorrow I will discuss with Karina further. But let me see here. So, what will be the consequence of this report to Trump and his allies? This will be evidence in different cases, and this will, I feel like it will show, it will be relitigated, and it will also kind of point the fingers at the people, these people. It's saying, Rosie, I know it a lot. A lot does not make a lot of sense to people because you want justice now. But it will be an important document about the things that need to be changed because Jack Smith is 100% right. And just quickly here, the last question, and then I'll go. Is Jack Smith going to, so he's going back to The Hague, right? So is he going to go after Trump at The Hague? He's going after Putin and he's going after Trump, yes. So, yes, I feel like he has a sense of duty and he will meet he has a lot more. It's just the beginning for him, I think. Somehow I wonder really if things change in the future. I don't even mean like right now, but in a few years it could come back and be the head of the DOJ or something, or have a bigger role in some other huge investigation. So we'll see. Because I feel like kind of like his role in history is just beginning. So, okay. Sorry. Did I this is a bit scattered because it's so late. No, but I just wanted to kind of do a touch base. There's so much going on. Okay.